This is for a collab channel that I'm doing with Flare and Black Phantom and another guy that I wish not to talk about. Anyways, we're probably only going to be posting once a week. So, Black Phantom has chosen Tuesday to post, or he can post whenever he wants still. Flare has chosen Thursday to post again, and I have chosen Saturday. Yet I'm going to make one today, and or I'll post it on Saturday. I don't know. So this is what if Deku had Silver Touch. This is the only image I could really use. Sorry. So Deku's quirk will turn his fingers into silver fingers, and his hair silver as well. Anything he touches will become silver. But he will have art gloves. I got that idea from a person on Discord named Fearless. They're epic. Anyways. So, Izuku, nothing really happened until Izuku went to the quirk doctor. His quirk manifested a day earlier, but it was super cold out and he had to wear gloves. And his regular gloves, not art gloves. And his gloves turned to silver and he was confused. Of course I stolen that, are you kidding? Anyways. Sorry if I sound kinda angry because I was just talking to Flare. And I hate voices he can do. I just want y'all to know that. Okay? Also, if you do want to find me, I'm on Flare's Discord. I'm also on Dino Ninja's Discord. I'm on another YouTuber's Discord. I'm on Ravenclaw's, but I'm not really relevant there. For Flare's and Dino's server, I'm kind of a mod. So that's how I found out. Well, that's how I talked to them. So go to Flare's Discord. For sure. And then Izuku went to the quirk doctor the day after he manifested his quirk. While he did get those gloves, silver, he had like 10 more pairs, but they were all Might gloves. So sadly, he had to rip them, so he just cut off a part for one of his fingers. Also, all 5 of his fingers have to touch it for it to do that. So Izuku wore a glove with one finger off of it. And he went to the quirk doctor. The quirk doctor is like, oh, his quirk is Silver Touch. Anything he touches turns silver. His hair, over time, though, will become silver as well, as a side effect of his quirk. And Inko and Izuku are excited for him, thinking that he can be an amazing hero, or a horrifying villain, which he will be a hero. I'm not even gonna lie. Also, if you don't like it, I am new to What Ifs, kind of. I've watched them, it's just, I think I'm horrible at it. So if you don't like it, I understand why. Anyways. And then the doctor also specified he has to touch things with all 5 fingers for it to turn silver. So Izuku, he has to wear art gloves, which I did not find out about those until recently, and they are epic. So Izuku isn't dumb. His quirk is a mutation quirk, though. Izuku isn't dumb, so just in case, he doesn't know if it's a mutation or an activating thing. It's a mutation. I don't remember saying that. Sorry. So he thinks, oh, there might be villains with erasing quirks or nullifying quirks. So he trained with his body. But he also went to Daguba Beach and found a lot of trash, thinking that he can work on his quirk while also working on his body there. Which Izuku's still young. So. Izuku turns something to gold and then starts lifting it, trying to clean it up. He does clean up half the beach before his quirk changes a little, or his hair is now silver, by the way. His quirk changes a little bit. Now it's like Shigaraki's quirk. He can either activate it or deactivate it whenever he wants. And he found this out while trying to pick up the tire that Izuku was struggling with in the anime. Which Izuku, he do be buff, because he worked out more than what Izuku has, technically, for the first season, right now. He finishes cleaning the beach, around, when he just turns 5. Him and Bakugo don't really get along, because Izuku's more of a cool head, but if you get on his bad nerves, he's gonna fuck you up. Bakugo, he's just gonna try to fuck you up without thinking. Although he is a battle genius, he's dumb. I hate Bakugo. Okay. Anyways. Izuku and Bakugo fight a lot. Izuku always turns off his quirk, which makes the silver go back into his fingers before it goes back out, so he can use his quirk. So, him and Bakugo tries to start a fight with Izuku while he was not feeling it that day. So Izuku just turned on his quirk and touched Bakugo's shirt, which made it silver and made Bakugo stick to the ground because he can't lift up that much silver because it would be very heavy. And then when he's 7, his mother dies in a villain attack. Not hero. Sorry about that. A villain attack. While she does die, and then Izuku becomes a vigilante, fighting villains before they could even start crimes. So Izuku, a very smart boy, and he knows how to fight super well. Izuku got inheritance, which he's a kid, he doesn't know how to do much. So he keeps the money technically safe. But he does not live in the apartment anymore. Inko's funeral happens, blah blah blah. And then so Izuku's been fighting crime until he's 10. So he's been going around the world as well, learning how to fight different ways. And then he comes across All For One and All Might attack. I don't really know how All Might got his injury because I do not read the manga, sorry. So All For One. Oh, by the way, also with Izuku's quirk, anything he touches that becomes silver, he can make it super light, or he can make it super heavy. Excuse me. Anyways. So, let's just say All For One threw a piece of rebar while All Might was, catching his breath. While Izuku saw this, Izuku touched the rebar and made it silver, and then he made it weigh basically nothing. Then he threw it back at All For One, and Ryzen touched All For One. It went through both of All For One's hands. He made it super heavy, which kind of distracted All For One. And then All Might doesn't get his injury. All For One is more hurt than just his face. His hands barely work. And then, which Izuku looks like he's 15 when he's 10. So All Might think that Izuku is in a hero school. So All Might asked what hero school Izuku was in. Which Izuku says, I'm not in school at all. Because he can't really go to school. Anyways. And All Might try to stop Izuku for using his quirk in public, but All Might wasn't really even trying to stop him. He basically told Izuku to go away, and then All Might fake chased Izuku, which some people thought was real. And then Izuku kept fighting crime until, let's say he was 12. So 2 years later, Aizawa catches him using his scarf. And Izuku tried to use his quirk on the scarf, but it wasn't working. And then he thought about it for a second, and then he realized who it probably was. Then he just turns around and sees Eraserhead, which Izuku's quirk is nullified right now. So Izuku just takes a scarf, and then just like, he can barely grab the scarf, so he just grabs it and then yanks it. Which kinda shooketh Aizawa. Which they fight, and Aizawa overpowers Izuku, which kind of... Izuku isn't OP right now, okay? Aizawa overpowers Izuku, takes him to the police station, and they find out who he is, and then they're thinking about putting Izuku in an orphanage, which Aizawa just basically says, I'll adopt him if he can go to UA. Which, of course, Izuku can, and he will. So, Aizawa takes him in, which, it's kind of sudden, but... Who really cares? You all can criticize me, just don't criticize my friends. Anyways, Azawad takes him in and then starts training him, feeding him, giving him everything Izuku needs, which Izuku can't really go around doing vigilante work anymore because of Aizawa. So, Izuku trains for, I think, 3 more years. And when Aizawa gives him a recommendation, but Izuku's like, no, I'm doing this the way I want to do it, which is the entrance exam. Ba-dum-ba. So, I'm sorry, my brother walked in the room. Anyways, so Izuku is taking the entrance exam. So with the robots, he just turns the metal parts into silver, and then he makes them weightless, and he rips them off of the robots. And then he finds wires in them and just pulls them out. And he does that until the 0 pointer. So Izuku goes to the 0 pointer's like leg things, wheel things, whatever, same thing. He touches them and then he makes them weight more, way more. And then he sees that Uraraka is stuck, so he touches the rubble on her and makes it weightless. And throws out the 0 pointer. While it's about to hit it, he makes it heavy again, which is denting into the 0 pointer. Izuku, he takes Uraraka and tells Ida to take her and go shoo-shoo. Which I can see why people hate Ida, I'm not even gonna lie. And Izuku, he can see where the dent was. So he took some more rubble and he kept doing the same thing he did before, which made a hole into the 0 pointer. Which then he jumped up and ripped out wires from the inside of the 0 pointer. Which still wasn't enough, so he went inside of the 0 pointer, going up towards its head. Near his head, Izuku's technically at its neck now. And he can see all of the wires. So he starts to rip out like 75% of them. Which he just makes them heavy, which unplugs them. So right as he's about to jump onto a building, but he takes one of the wires from the 0 pointer. He breaks it in half, and then there's a, what's it called? It's like a cable thing. Not a cable car, by the way. So he just uses the wire, and then right so he can feel the wire hit the cable, he just grabs the other part of the wire. Which is kind of like a zipline now. And then he lands on a building, while the 0 pointer is falling backwards. So Izuku got hero points and Rome points, and he got first on the exam. And next part, I'll start off with the first day. Anyways, bye-bye. This was my what if. Also, if I don't feel well, I'll tell my friends or the other people in this collab channel to please continue this part how they want to. And bye-bye.